Hello everybody, welcome back to another week of Probably a Waffle, bringing you some pretty boring games. Fortunately, this one isn't a boring game. This is probably one of the most intense games we've had all year. And so we're going to start off with a run, and we get abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Go out with a swing route with Freeman, try and pick up some additional yards, but we don't manage to pick up the first down. Now I got to give my opponent mad props in this game. He pretty much locked my offense down for the most part. We'll get a few good plays here and there. Pick up a first down, nothing too intense. Really, I don't plan on talking too much this game. There's a lot going on here that's pretty awesome, except for that. That won't be the first, and definitely not the last. So really, I'm just going to comment on parts of the game that I think are awesome. Mostly because I just want people to see this. Also, fuck that. He fumbles, three of my dudes are out, and he just picks it up every time. Tack McKinley getting a good sack. And he's using Joshua Dobbs, and Joshua Dobbs just puts the spin on him. Turns what should have been a sack into a 4-yard gain. So I give him props on that. That was pretty well done. So fortunately our defense is able to hold them for 3. That's good. We get a good goal line stand on that one. And honestly, I gotta admit, this drive right here is proof positive that the Steelers, whoever's playing him, is a much better player than me. I don't think he got both feet down. I tried to challenge it, but they wouldn't even let me challenge it. So I still don't think he got both feet in. It looked like one was off the ground, but whatever. Gives me the double juke. This was a primetime game, and I think it was probably one of the best primetime games. Like, people were watching. If it was a real game, they would have enjoyed, because it was definitely intense. I don't know why I jumped there. That's a bad idea. And it's ridiculous how he pretty much, he started at the 4, remember, and easily just walked through this like it was nothing. But thank God for Collins over there, hawking out. And our defense is going to score on the very first, score the very first touchdown of the game. So I'm pretty happy about it. Now, no, I should have cut out more towards the sideline here, and that would have been a second pick 6, but unfortunately we didn't. I was really sad that I didn't do that. Once again, he leaves that flat open. We get a nice little juke, pick up the first down. Really, I'm just trying to drain out the clock. I'd prefer to get a touchdown, but I want to, I'll take a field goal if I can drain the clock all the way down. Good catch by Hooper to pick up the first down. Actually, no, we have two wide receivers at starting. I got rid of Julio Jones during the offseason of this one just to get some draft picks. We ended up having 13 draft picks. And we got one guy who's starting. His name is Kirkland Mills. Right now he's over 1,000 yards. We're only in game 7 of the year. And another dude, Darian Matthews, I think is his name. That should have been an interception. Darian Matthews, he's a speedster, but he doesn't get as much action. Kirkland Mills is going to be the next Julio Jones of this team. He is such a badass. Already level 80, or already overall 85. He was the second overall in skill percentage. Now I skipped it. My opponent went for the for the field goal there, and he got it. I'm not going to waste time with field goals unless they're significant. But really, aside from the wide receivers of all of our draft picks, we didn't really get anyone significant. Like, it's Kirkland Mills and Darian Matthews, and we're 3-4 sitting on the season right now, or 3-3 sitting on the season right now. Definitely not doing as well as last year, and our divisions. I mean, I'm in one of the toughest divisions ever. Everybody, except for the Panthers, has a winning record. The Panthers, he quit after game 1 because I whipped his ass. That's not me exaggerating. I whipped his ass and he gave up. Our defense just needs to get a goal line stand. We're pretty good at those. Scoring inside of our red zone isn't the easiest task. And you see we can come back for another 4-yard loss. And he was mixing between Joshua Dobbs and Ben Roethlisberger a lot throughout the game. I guess, get a strong arm pass, but then most of the time he's running Dobbs. He's trying to get him to be the next Dak Prescott running around, or Michael Vick. I don't know. Either way, he wants him to be God. And that would have been a beautiful throw if I wasn't over the fucking line. And a beautiful lurk interception by my opponent. And that's the last thing we need to do, is give him the ball in field in the red zone, essentially. We tried those screens a handful of times. Eventually we got tired of it. It's easier to defend in the red zone, though, because you just call underneath coverage in the red zone all the time, but that didn't matter. Joshua Dobbs runs in for his touchdown. My opponent's going to go ahead and go for 2, try and tie this game up. And he goes for another screen, and we've got that blocked up. So really had he just played, he'd be sitting at 16-13 right now if he'd just taken his points instead of trying to get extra points or anything off of it. And he said it himself at the end of the game. He made bad choices, but so did I. And like that, just another stupid interception. And really, the third quarter has just been a shit show for me. Chucks it underneath to, I think that's Miller? No. James. That was James. And finally, Le'Veon Bell gets the ball and runs in. So now, we're up 18 to 4, or they're up 18 to 14. And he misses a field goal. So all in all, that's 5 points my opponent could have had that he didn't get. And we've determined that we have to, in order to stay in this game, we have to not turn the fucking ball over. And so we have to make this fourth quarter ours. And Freeman gets a nasty juke, and he's gone for a 70-yard touchdown. I think I'd have preferred to run down some clock on that, but unfortunately, we don't. And I mean, the problem with not running down the clock is that he does not suck about marching down the field. He's marched down the field pretty much every drive, minus an interception or two, and he's done it with ease. He's not even trying. I don't think. Like, my defense sucks at this point. He had good variation in play calling. It was just, I wasn't able to predict what he was going to do for it. I wish, though, we could have gotten some fucking fumbles. We hit Dobbs like 3 times. Beautiful spin move, and we're glad he didn't take it in for a touchdown. I really hate playing against people who have good running quarterbacks because, I mean, I can defend against the pass, but once I start focusing on trying to stop the goddamn quarterback, they just murder me. And that takes it to that. So we're near the 2-minute warning. Our opponent scores a touchdown and takes it to 25-21. So does Matt Ryan have it in him to lead a fourth quarter comeback? Beautiful juke. And I probably could have gotten more yards. Didn't have to run out of bounds, but we decided to be safe about it. And to be quite honest with you, he probably should have intercepted that. It should be game over. So we come back with a curl route and just, and that's Matthews. It's Darian Matthews I was telling you about. He, if you see, we only have three fucking completions. 4 completions now, and that's not even a completion, it's a rush. But we decided to take Coleman up the center and get a touchdown with him and put this game on top. Sorry about the laziness of this. This is just a really good game. Like, if you were watching this on TV, you'd be fucking impressed. So all my opponent has to do is march downfield and get a field goal to tie it, and we can take this game into overtime. He gets a beautiful bullshit pass catch right there. Now, fortunately, I noticed this play, and I put it in cover 2 at the line, and he does the exact same thing he did last time we got the interception, and so this time we get an interception. It's the exact same play. If you look at it, he thought he was going to get us with it again, and fortunately he didn't. And so all I really have to do, because he's got 2 timeouts, so he can try and try and pull something out if he's able to stop us 3 times. But fortunately, Devontae Freeman wants to take this game home. And that ends it. So I gotta give my opponent props. I know no one actually watches these, but I like to go back and watch them from time to time. Personally, in my opinion, it was a great fucking game. Intense, and he left 5 points off the board by missing a field goal and missing 2, or he missed 3 field goals altogether. He missed 2 actually kicking, and then he went for he went for a 1 2-point conversion. He failed that, went for a touchdown, failed that, missed a field goal, and that alone cost him this game. Anyway, I'll probably be back with some new videos here in a little bit. I've got joined a new league as the Packers, although I think they're doing a fantasy draft, which I kind of look forward to, because for some fucking reason, they've got Aaron Rodgers not in this league, even though I picked the Packers so I could play Aaron Rodgers, so maybe they're using realistic rosters. But fuck it, we'll find out when that league actually starts.